Hello and welcome to another update video about NVIDIA. So the NVIDIA stock has started to retrace, not a surprise for anybody who's been watching the last or who watched the last video. I think I only made one NVIDIA video on this channel, or maybe a couple. Just a quick recap here. We said obviously that looking at the long-term chart, NVIDIA is nicely in an uptrend. We should get at least another wave 4 here and wave 5. Disregard where these wave labels are, that can still change a little bit, and also disregard the timeline, please, because Elliott wave is a price-based system, not a time-based system. For example, we can really only calculate the target for this wave 4 here as soon as we have this wave 3 in place, and I think one more high should be coming, and we can really only calculate the target for this wave 5 as soon as this wave 4 is in place. So we have to take it level by level. The idea is that here, this is currently where it's interesting, right? In this entire section, starting with the decline of the November 21 highs, we had a move to the downside, which I count primarily as a wave 4, with a wave 5 currently in the making. It could be, because this wave 4 was very short, that this was only the A wave of the wave 4. We rallied in the B wave. So far, we only rallied in 3 waves, and we come down in the C wave, so that the wave 4 will finish later. It never finished. This is possible because B waves can overshoot. Is it what I primarily look for? No. I'm primarily looking for this wave structure here. Wave 4 finished, wave 5 in the making. And then we should finish off this larger degree wave 3, and then we take it from there. But I cannot rule out that we come down in a deeper wave 4. And to give you an idea where that might land, you can measure the Fibonacci extensions. That might land between $150 roughly and 75. So it's potentially quite a large range, but we will be able to define that more precisely once we really have an understanding that this is what's playing out. I will not know if this is what is playing out until we get a break below $259. So as long as we are holding $259, that's a very clear statement, I'm looking at higher, because this is bullish support, okay, for the current decline, and we could get one more high. So let's zoom into the detail. As I said, my current assumption is that we have completed this wave 4 in October 22. We so far rallied only in 3 waves of those lows, but because the move up seems to be impulsive, I'm now looking at a wave 4 pullback. In the last video, I gave you this trend line and highlighted if we break below this trend line, it indicates that we've started the wave 4, circle wave 4, and that we would then get one more high, because this wave 5 is a 5-wave move. So at the moment, I'm exploring the idea of this pullback, this correction. Ideally, this is just an ABC correction. We're coming down currently in what I consider to be an A wave. We should then see a bounce in a B wave before we come down in the C wave. Why do I think a bounce will happen? Well, first of all, the standard Fibonacci support for such a wave 4 is between the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level and the 50% Fib level. So between 360 and 259. As long as we're holding $259, we should be able to hold support, and be in a wave 4. I cannot count this anymore as a wave 4 below $259. Then I think we see a lower C wave to at least $150. So that is a clear pivot point there, the $259 level. I think at some point here in the near future, we should get a B wave bounce, because on the daily time frame, the RSI is nearly oversold. So this can still go down lower, of course, and it doesn't make any impression. It has bottomed already. I think, in fact, the break of the trend line rather increased downside momentum. But certainly an area where I would expect a bit of a bounce would be here around the low $370 level range, 360 to 370. I think from there we have a good chance to start a B wave bounce, because this is the first Fib level in the box, and is also where we had previous structural support. So to summarize, we should go lower now. Any rally I would first consider to be a B wave rally, a corrective rally, which is part of the wave 4, before we get the final C wave. I cannot really give you an accurate target yet for wave C. I can only do that as soon as we have the A wave in place and the B wave to maybe short the C wave if anybody's interested. And then from here, I think reward to risk is favorable, because let's just measure a potential target for that wave 5. That's a bit of a moving target because we haven't got the low in place for wave 4. I can really only calculate a target for the wave 5 as soon as the low of wave 4 is in place. But we can make some assumptions just to give you a rough idea. Let's say price comes back to $300, then a minimum target would be here $530. So there's a decent reward to risk ratio there should price find support in the yellow box. However, because it could also be a C wave which is playing out, which could go much lower, I would just pay attention, be very careful, not to be overexposed here, yeah, and just be a bit careful, because this is not a wave 2 pullback. Wave 2 pullbacks are typically very attractive. They have a really good reward to risk ratio. You can risk a bit more. In a wave 4 pullback, yeah, first of all, you already have 3 waves, so there's no guarantee that the support will hold, because it can always be an ABC structure here in this larger B wave, which will break down. And the wave 5, I mean, yeah, reward to risk is decent, but still, if you know, let's say it would have been better to buy the wave 2 down here. Yeah, but yeah, okay. But this is still, the lower we go in the box, as long as we're holding 259, the better the reward to risk ratio. That's my update about NVIDIA. I hope you will like the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.